All right, we are down in our field again for session 1. As some of you might have seen, our kitchen is under renovation right now. So we've got a bunch of workers in there hammering, drilling. It's so loud, we can't work in our training room. But luckily, we've got this nice field and thank goodness the weather is cooperating. This is Gabby. She's 6 months old. You'd think she was a lab, but she's not. DNA test showed Great Pyrenees as the primary. Anatolian Shepherd, which is like those huge breeds from Turkey, and a little bit of boxer.
Cool.
So no lab at all.
What'd you say her name was again?
Gabby. Owner is very dog experienced, fosters a lot of dogs. She actually fostered Heath and his litter, and that's how she found us. And she was one of the fosters, and she's going to keep her. Eventually she wants to do therapy dog work with her, which is like nursing homes. But right now we're starting with the tone recall. There's the beep. She says, "What's that?" Stim. She's going to get a verbal and some hand signals. Let her figure it out.
Come here, Gabby.
There's the verbal.
Come here, honey. Hi. How
Stim's on. It's going down. It's off. Greetings are impossible right now for a therapy dog. She jumps and jumps and jumps and jumps. She's just so excited. So we need to calm her down. We need to have her learn to be pet without jumping. Okay? And actually listen to commands. Her owner has done food training. So she will sit for a treat. She will down for a treat, but she holds it about a half a second. And it falls apart under high distractions.
How old is she?
6 months. I had her out with a bunch of the other younger dogs and a little submissive, but started to play. Really nice dog so far.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Josh is just doing some temperament stuff with her. So session 1, we are focusing on 3 things. Number 1, we need a recall. We absolutely need a recall. We cannot have the dogs running the other way when we call them. Okay, we need that non-negotiable response to the beep. That's what she's going to be learning today. And 2, we're going to start building a stay. She just heard the beep. Stim turns on. She gets the verbal and the hand signal. Stim's on. It's going down. It turns off. See how clear that is? I actually had to put a leash on her to get her to come in last night because I was telling her to come and she was saying, "No, I know, I don't want to." So now she says, "I know what you're asking. I'm going to test the boundary." Good girl. So the second thing we're going to be focusing on today is a stay, in addition, obviously, to stopping the jumping. So every time she jumps, the collar turns on. It's so simple. I can't break it down any further than that. We're not saying anything. 2 paws come up, collar turns on. 2 paws go back down, collar turns off. Guess what happens? She stops jumping. It's like getting a speeding ticket. If you keep getting tickets, you're going to stop speeding. And then guess what happens? Then she gets rewarded. She gets rewarded when she's calm. Okay, so the other thing we're focusing on is the stay. Every time she's recalled, the expectation is to come and stay. So every time she walks away, it starts over again, and then we start marking the stay. Number 3, the release. I don't think she has a release because she's never held a command long enough for her owner to actually release her. Good girl. From what I saw at the drop-off, it was hold the command, get the treat. She releases herself, which is so common, and people get so frustrated because they know that the dog knows the command, but the dog is not listening or won't listen past the treat. So then you're just a treat dispenser, and then guess what? It falls apart under any sort of distraction. So look, no jump. Did you notice that rep? She thought about it and said, "You know what? The last 2 times I jumped, not only did I not get rewarded for it, I got corrected for it, and this is what she finds rewarding now." This is going to benefit her in so many ways. She's going to have such a big, enriching life. She's going to be going to hospitals, nursing homes, schools. I mean, the possibilities are endless, but she can't be doing that if she's jumping on people. Isn't she pretty? I would have lost money on a bet because I would have bet that was a lab.
A lab mix, right? Yeah.
For sure. I'm kind of enjoying doing session 1 down here. I only say that because the weather's really nice. It's just such a nice office. Look at that. That's the Potomac River right there. It goes into Williamsport. The other way it goes to Clear Spring. 3-mile stretch of calm water. Good girl! Starting to build that stay. It's really amazing what happens, you know, with just a slight tweak in your training technique. You know, we had a wiggly sit, we had an unreliable sit, we had no stay, to a dog offering a down. Good girl.